You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com. Mr. Farris in here on a Monday morning. Good day, sir. How do you do?
Talk about a relief. Holy cow, that polar vortex.
Yeah.
That's what they call it technically. Finally out of here.
I was running around this weekend like
it feels
no shirt.
amazing.
It's nice, yeah. I'm only in South Dakota. You go, well, seriously? 20 degrees, 30 degrees?
Yeah.
Where did I put them flip-flops?
Yeah.
People out on their motorcycles. It was crazy.
Huge day today. One of our amazing founding fathers, birthday of George Washington.
Nice.
All right. Happy birthday, dude.
And again, one of my favorite books, and strangely enough, put together by Glenn Beck, Being George Washington.
Oh, really?
If you can grab a copy, I fully recommend reading it.
I would like to check that out.
It's an amazing job. Drew Barrymore is 46 today.
I always liked Drew.
Yeah, you know, she has her own talk show now.
Does she really?
It's
Yeah, it
pretty
actually
awesome. Have you seen it?
premiered last year, September, I guess. I have not seen. I've seen trailers for it.
What do you mean it's awful? What is it?
It's awful. I've watched it when I'm at the gym. It's on the little TV, and I watch. I'm just like, oh, that's horrendous.
I haven't
It's
seen
pretty
it.
bad.
Now we got a project, Dan. We got to find clips of this on.
She's always struck me as pretty fun, just effervescent
too.
and kind of goofy. But
Yeah, and she seems very real, considering she grew up in Hollywood.
yes, she did.
But she just seems like a real person.
Well, happy birthday to Drew, and good luck with the show. Apparently, Heidi not a fan.
2 thumbs down from Heidi.
And the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin,
Yeah.
born this day. You know, it's holy cow! It's 2006.
Yeah,
Wow.
He was killed.
that's too bad. That really sucks.
Yeah, he was only 44 years old. His
Yeah.
kids have carried the torch pretty good.
Yeah, now they're all grown up and they're doing what he's doing.
Interesting stuff. Speaking of crocodile hunter and wildlife and whatnot, it was this day in 1920, for the very first time, the first artificial rabbit was used at the dog track
Oh, wow.
in Emeryville, California.
Huh.
They used to use real rabbits. Things never ended well.
Peter would not be a
So
fan.
here's my question. How did they get the rabbit to run where they wanted the rabbit to run?
And that'd be interesting to see.
Have you ever watched a rabbit? They usually don't run a straight line.
Well, when you got a dozen greyhounds chasing you down a dirt track, you're going to be bolting. Oh, yeah, you're bolting. You're not, yeah. Interesting.
And the winner is the rabbit, once again, believe it or not.
And here's other critter stuff. 1997, and this still strikes me as just creepy. This day, Dolly the sheep, the world's first cloned mammal,
creepy.
cloned from a single adult cell.
We're just believing them because all sheep kind of look the same anyway.
See, that's what I thought too.
They're like, hey, look, it's a sheep. I'm like,
Look
yeah.
what we did.
And we made another sheep from it. I'm like,
Look
yeah.
what we built. Yeah, then when you consider it came out of an institute in Scotland,
Yeah.
you know how they drink.
What did you do? I think I made a sheep.
And this day, 1980,
What did you
and
think of my Scottish accent?
I was watching this. I was watching it unfold. U.S. Olympic hockey team
Oh, yeah.
beats heavily favored Soviet Union
Miracle on Ice.
4-3. Lake Placid. Yep, Miracle on Ice. One of the biggest upsets in Olympic history. And a lot of people have the misconception that won the gold. No, we had to get through the Soviet Union to get to Finland to win the gold.
Yeah.
But which they actually did.
That's really cool.
Herb Brooks and all that, played by Carl Malden in 1981. And then they did a remake with Kurt Russell
Yeah.
as head coach Herb Brooks. And I got into a heck of an argument with my surgeon
Yes,
last
you
year
did.
during surgery, which was a mistake.
Yeah.
'Cause he's a hockey guy.
Yes,
I'm a
you
hockey guy. And we
did.
started talking about best hockey movie ever, and we were at odds. He was all about Miracle on Ice.
Dan went from, you need 15 stitches to, you need 60 stitches.
He had opened and closed my shoulder. I was going in for round 2 for another place, and all of a sudden he goes, yeah, by the way, we're going to have to go back into that shoulder because I would not acquiesce on Miracle on Ice.
Now which movie's the best, Dan?
Yeah, so again, and that'll be another $3,000.
That'll learn you.
So there you go. Now I know now. You know, and we just plow right ahead here.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
And a heartfelt little snappy salute off the well-starred brim. The old Ranger Dan can't keep up to you. Yeah, look at you over there, Mitch, on a Monday. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Heidi, pretty exciting. I got the mailbag in the old studio this morning. Been a while. We went through a little mail. I grabbed
A lot of mail.
Right off top here. Ranger Dan. First of all, love Critter Corner. Probably the best darn radio show ever in the history of radio.
I agree.
That goes back to when radio was coal-powered.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, Ranger Dan, you spend a lot of time on, we kind of unravel these stories about hunting stories and fishing stories and these people getting up to this and that and the other thing and talking about critters, but you never really talk about your own experiences out there in nature.
Right.
So do you have any stories that maybe come to mind that might be kind of enlightening or maybe amusing or even downright catastrophic? That you do call yourself a ranger, but yet again, you never really talk about your own personal experiences. Well, that's a great question. That's signed by Mr. Theodore Lindquist. Number one, can I call you Ted? Listen, Todd, number one, well, thank you to stay out of my personal business. I got a lot going on, and sometimes, spotlights are great for maybe grabbing a deer out of season. But other than that, I'm not a big fan. Tell you what, though, seeing as you did take the time to write there, Teddy, you know what? Something does kind of pop to mind here. It was years ago when I was still a married man, and me and Ranger wife, her mom decided to pay a little visit. Ranger mother-in-law. Her name was actually Betty. She had a glandular condition, so behind her back I called her Sweaty Betty. Anyway, that's beside the point. I was planning a little bear hunting trip out West River there, and they both decided they wanted to come along. Old Ranger wife going, yeah, we're going to take my mom with us too. And I said, what, Sweaty Betty? She said, no, my mom. I said, fine, whatever. So we set up camp. We're out on the old bear hunt there, and I'll be darned. We had a great night's sleep and got up in the morning, and lo and behold, Sweaty Betty was missing. Ranger wife went, Ranger husband, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Ma's missing. Calm down. I said, I geared up, grabbed my rifle. I said, yeah, well, we'll go look for her. And sure enough, not too far from the campsite there, we hear this growling, this commotion going on, and there was old Sweaty Betty backed up against the little hillside. The bear had to be 9 feet tall, just hovering over. And Ranger wife's going, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And I told her, I said, ain't going to do nothing. That bear got himself into this mess. That bear can get himself out. Well, there you go. Just a little personal story from Ranger Dan there. I hope that keeps you full for a long time because it ain't going to happen often.
I like it. That is good.
Is Ranger Dan out? Next time, say it with me. Yes, sir.
I really need to quit drinking.
I really need to give up drugs.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris rolling in the studio right now.
Let's see, a couple of things to mention here. First of all, I believe this is the 22nd, correct? Monday?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
All day.
The Barrel House tonight, all day, everything you order, no matter what you get, a portion of the cost of your ticket is going to go to Washed Clean Ministries here in Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Washed Clean Ministries, they do an amazing job, miraculous work with people trying to get back on the road to recovery and whatnot. They take absolutely no government funding. It's all donations. It's all personal. Craig and his team over there have done an amazing job over the past couple of years. So, if you feel like stepping out tonight, the
Let's
Barrel
do it,
House.
the three of us. You guys want to go? Heidi? Dan? Dan?
Good on my diet, but
We could be on a diet. They have good stuff there that's good for you, too.
know, if I get a menu in front of me that I have zero self,
Then I won't let you have a menu. I'll order for you. I'll have a salad, and she'll have a salad.
As much as I like to go with you two so I can sit between you and watch you argue, as tempting as that sounds.
So far today, we've had a pretty good roll, haven't we?
I may solo this adventure.
Heidi had to stomp out of the room at one point even. It was great.
We'll see what happens. So, the Barrel House along with Washed Clean Ministries tonight. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're going to be doing that tomorrow, too. So
cool.
I think so.
I'll throw all the details on our Facebook page. I'll search it out right now.
And this is kind of sad because I'm such a fan of this place and have been for years. The West Mall 7 has announced it's closing for a little over a month.
The whole mall?
It's just shutting down. No, West Mall 7 Theater.
Oh, the theater. Okay.
Yep.
just for a remodel or what?
Well, they've been trying to duke it out like everybody else during this whole COVID-19 thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, economically speaking, it's just not worth right now keeping the doors open.
Right. Oh, that makes me sad.
So they are going to reopen. They're planning on opening back up Friday, March 26th.
Okay.
So in the meantime, the theater, they have cited, the pandemic, whatever, having a huge negative effect on availability of even what they're doing as far as new films and everything else.
Yeah.
And attendance, because, we were there over Christmas.
Yeah.
The three of us stopped in.
Yeah,
We kind of had the theater to ourselves.
Yeah.
I think there was two other couples.
There were just two other people.
Two other people, okay.
Yeah.
So,
And that was for Christmas vacation.
Yeah, so
Dan had never seen it
I could see
before.
that. I mean, if they're running films with only 5 people in the whole theater,
and they're paying rent, and they're paying staff, and they're paying utilities, and on and on. So
to make the beverages and have that stuff available, and
so Mr. Freger and the crew just going to take a little hiatus here, and hopefully they come back roaring strong.
Well,
I just want to point that out. If you're thinking about maybe taking in a film, well, that is the reason you won't be able to go there for the next.
I hope they'll let
4 or
us
5
help
weeks.
Promote when they're back.
Yeah,
that would be wonderful.
We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah. So there you go. That's what I got.
It is the morning coffee break brought to you right now by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. If you could do something today that could save someone's life, would you do it? If it didn't cost you a dime and only took a little time and could literally save a life, would you do it? Can you believe that only 3% of people say yes to this? How's that possible? That's the real percentage of people who give blood. It's something you can do whether you're a millionaire, middle class, or completely poor. There's no fee and it's easy to do. And you can literally save a life. Let's roll up our sleeves and make a difference. Give blood. We can do better than 3%. Learn more at redcrossblood.org. Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They'll brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we are going to brighten your day right now with some awesome news. I've got Neil joining me from Giving Hope, and we've got Giving Hope Bingo, which does all kinds of cool stuff, but there's also a thing called the Giving Hope Raffle. And Neil, this is pretty cool to watch. This thing has grown from 0, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The jackpot just keeps growing, and we're down to how many cards for the drawing tonight?
We're down to 11 cards for tonight. So 11 cards, drawing at 7:05 tonight.
And I have a prediction that it's going to be even more than it is right now, but the thing just keeps growing and growing and growing, and I would love to see it get over 10 grand. That would be awesome. But if people would like to get a card, they can buy 50 tickets for just $20. That's a pretty darn good deal.
Yeah, it's cost effective. Anybody can play. 5 for $5, 15 chances for $10, or like you said, our best value, 50 chances for $20. You can go to givinghoperaffle.com, pick a card, put in your name, your information. Everything's done online. Nobody has to be present to win. We do the drawing, and then we notify the winner with a phone call. And if we can't get a hold of them with the phone call, we'll email them, let them know they won. And the jackpot is growing. It's going to be close, if not over $10,000 tonight, so we're excited about that. And the weekly winner, even if they don't pick the ace of spades, they still get a $150 guarantee.
And the cool thing is, we've got every week, this thing has been growing and growing and growing, and we've got winners every week. So somebody's winning something all the time, but if you pick the right card, it could be worth a whole lot of money tonight, right?
Yeah, that's right. Like I say, I think we're going to get 10,000. If not, we'll be close to it if we're not at or over 10,000 tonight. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I am as well. Now, the thing that's good news and bad news, depending on where you happen to be listening in the world right now, this is for anybody in the state of South Dakota. So anywhere in the state, if you're listening somewhere else, not even in Sioux Falls, you can still play. Now, if you're listening in a different state, I'm sorry, you don't get to participate in this, but maybe you should move to South Dakota where it's awesome. Right, Neil?
That's right.
So,
country.
So now let's talk briefly about bingo as well, because in addition to GivingHopeRaffle.com, you've got Giving Hope Bingo. A lot of folks still know it as Burnside Bingo, same place. And you've got bingo how many nights a week nowadays?
Now we're playing Wednesday through Sunday evening. So doors open every day at 4:30. We do a happy hour session at 5:45 with early birds and warm-ups at 6:30. And first ball call Wednesday through Sunday nights is 7:05.
And it's been really cool. We've been in there quite a bit and enjoy playing and having fun. And you do little drawings as well, and people can pick a little card off the wall, and they win some neat prizes. So there's just a lot of ways to win. But the best thing is everybody's a winner, because the funds that come in to Giving Hope, they go out to give hope to a bunch of great organizations, don't they?
Yeah, yep. We help organizations. Every weekend we're doing fundraisers for different softball teams, baseball teams, soccer teams. We've got hockey teams getting involved now, volleyball teams. So a lot of great organizations getting involved. And we are actually doing a partnership in March with an organization. It's the National Suicide Prevention Organization. Their focus this year is on teen suicides. Tragic that number is going up. But March 11th, we've got a huge event. It's going to be a special ladies' night event.
Nice.
Where you come in, play bingo that night. We're actually going to open doors at 4 o'clock on Thursday, March 11th. And that evening, it's a $50 bill to play, but we're going to have a 24-foot buffet. We're going to give away 8 designer purses. We've got a 3-time visit for a float spa for one person. And we got some dinners for 2 that we're going to be giving away, and a bunch of other great prizes. Come on in, get registered, and all night long we're going to have some wine for the ladies. So it's going to be a fun night, and then we're going to give the organization that night $15 for every person that comes in and spends $50 or more.
Nice.
We're going to get $15 back to that organization. So we've got a goal that night of giving back over $3,000. So
that would be really
our
cool.
second annual Purse Bingo. It's going to be a fantastic night. Ladies, if you're interested, come early.
Yeah.
Because seating is limited to 300, and once we're full, we're full.
I was just there for Ladies' Night with my wife on February 11th, so it'll be 1 month before this next one. This next one's on March 11th. And when I pulled in, Neil, I'm not kidding, I got the very last parking space in that parking lot. So it was awesome. We had a full house, and there were a ton of people there, and it was just good to see that. And I'm glad folks are out having fun again. And again, if you'd like to play and you don't want to go out, you can play online with Giving Hope Raffle. Tonight is the drawing, and who knows, we only have 11 cards left. It could go out tonight. It could go out in the next couple weeks, but either way, there's a lot of excitement. Neil, thanks for doing all that you guys do in the community. We love that.
Well, I appreciate your support. We can't do what we do without the support of everybody in this community, and we've got such an awesome community and surrounding area of people coming in supporting us. So we are so thankful for everything that's going on, and we're excited about 2021, all the different things we're going. January was actually our largest single month for fundraising. We gave back just about $20,000 in the month of January.
That's awesome.
Great month, and February's shaping up great, and March is going to be even bigger. So we're excited for it. We're excited to see people, and we're definitely excited about this raffle growing. It
is coming up tonight, the raffle, GivingHopeRaffle.com. I've got a link to all of the information on our Facebook page as well, but it's super simple, GivingHopeRaffle.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
ChannelSurferTV.com presents Entertainment News of the Day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities are fabulous. They can afford to be beautiful.
True story. It takes money.
You guys remember?
Age.
Okay, remember on ABC the dating game? It ran from 65 to 73.
Loved
Probably
it.
not the original. Maybe in syndication because you guys aren't old enough to. Okay.
Oh, I saw it. It was good. I loved it.
The dating game, it was got awkward and weird and kind of whatever. But that went out of production in 1973. It's back.
Is it really?
It's coming back.
Who's hosting that?
That's the really weird part.
Okay.
Number one, it's going to be billed as the celebrity dating game.
Okay.
And it will be hosted by Zooey Deschanel.
No way.
Is that the lady from Elf?
Yeah.
Zoe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then she had her own sitcom for a number of years called A New Girl or something.
I saw that. I saw like one episode of that, yeah.
Okay, well, she's partnered with somebody, Michael Bolton.
Really?
Yes, I'm
so
not making
So the two
this
of them
up.
are going to host the celebrity dating
for
game.
For whatever reason. Yes.
So I wonder why they're doing the celebrity dating game. Because you'd think...
I had no intentions of tuning in at all until you said Bolton.
Michael Bolton, yeah.
Have you seen...
He's got a great sense of humor. I will probably watch it just for Michael Bolton.
Okay, ABC is it's been contracted for 8 one-hour episodes.
Okay.
So it's not like... And I suppose if the ratings are tight, they'll keep doing it, I suppose. So
he's got an amazing sense of humor.
Have you seen... What was the name of that special? It was on Netflix. We watched it one time.
Michael Bolton's pretty funny.
He is
Michael Bolton,
very funny.
They needed to make more babies, so it was the Michael Bolton Love Valentine's whatever it was extravaganza. Oh, it was hilarious.
And this is how they're putting it. The show promises to be a wry wink at modern dating with a star-studded roster of celebrity singles in their pursuit to find love.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, I might tune in for that train wreck.
What channel
I'm
is
not
this
a fan
on?
of Zoe at all.
ABC.
ABC. So that's locally.
Yep,
what are those? That's KSFY.
Who knows? They all own everything
I think
anymore.
we'll have to check
no
it
idea.
out.
No idea. So I just thought that was kind of fun. I might watch that.
Yeah, we'll check it out. Well, Dan, thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour. We do it for about an hour, and it's a bonus, and we do it each weekday right here with Dan Farris.
What a bonus.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun. It comes your way courtesy of SiouxEmpireJobs.com. New year, new career. SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
I really need to give up drugs.
I really need to quit drinking.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, February 22nd, 2021. The equities market ended a down week last week on a sour note, with the major indices flat to slightly down. Traders are wary of new developments in the earnings outlook that suggest 2020's robust rebound will slow in 2021. The detail investors need to stay focused on is that revenue and earnings will continue to grow for the S&P 500 in 2021, whether or not growth accelerates. Looking at the market from that perspective, price weakness in the major indices will most likely lead to gains in the second half of the year. This week, the market will be focused on economic data. There are dozens of major reports due out over the next week, including the leading indicators, consumer spending, personal income, and pending home sales. And any could be a trigger for a market sell-off. If one comes, be ready with some cash to scoop up the deals. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.